Hey guys, in honor of what Jeff Moss has now coined Locktober, and the fact that I have my uh, workspace halfway decently clean. I know it still looks messy, but it's usually a lot worse than that. I wanted to do a shop tour video and show off a few locks that I collect, or have collected, I guess. I don't really collect locks per se, like I don't seek out a certain one and collect them, but I do have a few locks that I keep, either because they mean something to me, or I got them for really cheap off of eBay or something like that, or Etsy or something like that, and maybe they're rare and I got a steal on them or something like that. But anyhow, this is where the little corner of my basement, my wife lets me work on locks sometimes. I got this bench I made, my dad and I made, my shipping station there. I've got pins, just parts and stuff like that in these drawers. This red paintbrush here is awesome for cleaning off like your pinning mats and your bench when you get brass dust all over. My wife wanted her kitchen painted red, so we painted the whole thing red. And then the paintbrush, everything else was a lighter color, so the paintbrush we really couldn't use for anything else, so I got it to do my stuff. Just show you the cigar box here. This is kind of where it started out. It's like my little display piece I like to show people. Started off with that number 3 and a set of these flat picks I got off of Amazon, and then that tension wrench came with the set. And then I got number 3 because everyone said number 3s are the best starter locks, and I picked at this, 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 and I picked at this. Until this day, I've only picked it like twice in my whole life. Reason for that is something they should mention when you're first starting out is that check the bitting on the key. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got some pretty nasty bitting for a number 3. It's not often that you see that. So when you're new and you're in there poking around and trying to, open that thing like everyone else does really fast on the videos on the internet, you're gonna run into some problems. So you're gonna want to look for something with a bitting more straight like that. So that's my PSA of the day, is that make sure when you're getting your first lock to pick, you should definitely look for a straight flat bitting, or a straighter bitting. But anyhow, that was my first setup. When I first started out, finally I got my hands on some more locks, was able to pick those really easy after I struggled with that one, and I kind of stuck with it. Just got a shipment of these pack locks. I think I got 7 of them for $22 on eBay. They're American keyway, 5-pin American core, or not American cores, but 5-pin cores with security pins in them, so they're pretty cool. Might send those off to some folks just to play around with. This is my toolbox. Just got some random stuff that I use in there. This is where I keep all my keys. I got my blanks. I got my cut keys, skeleton keys, flat keys, and your standard keys, all that stuff. So this is a couple projects I've been working on. Got a key made for this 747. I bought it off of eBay from what I found out later was the one and only Flywheel was selling this. So as of right now, we got a couple more, and they're a really good deal. They don't work. They need some tender love and care, but you can get them to work. I made a key for it out of a 5-pin key that I got from Papa Gleb. Out of a 5-pin key I got from Papa Gleb. I just filed it because I don't have a key machine. And then I've bought some 6-pin blanks that, with a little alteration, will work in this lock, so we're good. Made a key for this Vulcan I got. Pretty sweet deal on. It's a 5-lever. I don't know if you can see the levers in there or not. I'm gonna get a focus. But anyway, 5-lever. I don't know if you saw that in my last video, but I call it a banjo pick, because it is hillbilly looking. My friend Papa Gleb actually made me one out of like nice steel and leather and all that stuff. I call it the Manhattan pick because it's so refined and cool. So anyway, I call mine the banjo pick. But anyway, it worked, and I got a working key for it. That's the bitting. And I just stuck some putty on it. I'm eventually going to transfer that to piece of metal. I'm still trying to figure out how to get that zigzag in the keyway, because unlike most pancake locks, it's got like a zigzag in the keyway. Let's see, got this Best. I just got this Best off a lot on Etsy, really cheap. Got 2 of them, but this one has a patent on it on the top. No date or anything like that, but it still has a patent number. I'm working on getting the core out of there, see if maybe I hit gold and you got a patent number on the back of it. Probably not, but it's fun. And I just got these I'm working on. I got a bunch of these lockouts. I got 4 of them for like 15 bucks on eBay with keys. No core key, but with operating key. And they've got these really cool, I've never seen it before, they've got these really cool jackets on them, rubber jackets. You can see they just kind of peel up there. But, I mean, they look stock. They were made for them. Looks like they were fitted before they put the chain shackle or whatever that's called on there. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to get that magic marker off, because I think that would just be stunning with no magic marker on it. But anyhow, those are some of the projects I'm working on. I'll show you some of my locks in my collection without trying to shake too much. Basically, I tried to organize them. I don't know. I didn't really try to organize them, to be honest. I just hung them up on the wall. This here, I'll pan back here. This here is actually an old door I found in an old historic part of the state, alongside the road. Someone was throwing away a couple of them. They had the trash pickup stickers that you get for big appliances and big stuff that you want to throw away. So I thought, well, shoot, those things are cool. So what I did was I cut the top panel off so it fit on the wall, and then my dad actually came up with the idea to put pegboard over it and then drill holes where I wanted to hang my hooks. So I made pegboard out of the old door. So that's a pretty cool trick. I mean, I just used a piece of pegboard the same size, and I drilled holes exactly where I want to put the hooks. And now they're all perfectly lined up. They're in perfect rows or all that stuff. So pretty good idea. If you ever want to do that, if you ever want to make copies of pegboard. I got just some stuff up here. Whenever I get new stuff that I think is cool, I put it up here. My key mark, I got that for dirt cheap off of eBay. No pins. Jeff Moss, thankfully, pinned it up for me, and I sent one of those. I sent its oil rubbed cousin off to Slim Pickens to pick at, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, I got a Primus box. I did that video on all those Primuses. Got an old Schleg. Got some tools. My friend Papa Gleb actually made their home brews that he made and sent out to me, so that's cool. An old American box. I don't think or a new American box. I don't know. There's nothing in it, but I just thought it was a big, cool box. I think one of these locks came in it, or I think this lock came in it right here with the plastic on it. This one's got some weird bitting. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's got 2 straight lines. There, yeah, it's got 2 straight lines and a big dip. So weird bitting. The key works and everything. So I got some multi-lock. I got a multi-lock collection thanks to Poppy Glove. He insists that I need to learn how to pick those, so he keeps sending them to me. I have not picked one yet, but definitely something that I strive to be able to pick. Medico, Papa Gleb sent me. That was my first Medico I ever got with key. Still haven't picked it. I took it apart though to look at all the fun working pieces. Got a Master Lock, Secret Service number 7, Medico belt buckle, all that stuff. And then these are kind of like my Master Locks. I got a couple Master Locks. I bought this for 99 cents on eBay. So it's a 15. Huge son of a gun. I couldn't pass up that deal just because. Got this dimple. I bought one without the keys, and really either want to get keys made for it or find one with keys that wasn't like infinity dollars. So I found that was a pretty good deal on eBay. Wilson Bohannon for practice picking. Cool little lock. Got that big old Yale. I think I've posted a couple posts on key picking about it and stuff like that. This cool Yale. Got that from Slim Pickens in my first international trade. This thing's cool. This is I want to show you this. This is a old environmental with not a cut shackle, but a ripped shackle, and you can see the stress that whatever pulled on this thing to rip it. I mean, that's not cut. It is just ripped apart, and that's 1/2 inch hardened steel. I'd hate to think what could have done that. Probably like a bulldozer or a train or both, pulling opposite directions. That's about the only thing that I could think of that would do something like that. That's a 101. Made a key for it. I have a 5/16 bolt with a shoulder on it. Since I'm kind of a master lock nerd, I put a master lock bow on it to mess with some of my friends because, you know, everyone hates them. So anyway, that's my master sergeant key. But anyway, another cool lock I got is this Folger Atom Mogul. No key for it, but I do have a key that will work for it in the keyway. I just need to pick that open and either cut that a little bit deeper to match some of the pins, or hopefully I'm hoping I can just rearrange the pins and have it work. But old Ingersoll 10 lever, my dad gave me that after I started picking. He got it at like a garage sale or something like that. And it's kind of a funny story. He goes, "Oh, I bet you can't pick this lock." And I had just started in it, you know, and so I looked down the keyhole and it looks like a disc tumbler. So I was like, "Oh yeah, that'll be easy." And then I do some more research and find out it's one of the hardest locks to pick. It's a 10 lever. Got an old lever lock I made a key for out of a steak knife. Guy at the hardware store that I go to all the time gave me that, and he likes when I showed him all the crap or the stuff I make out of bolts and sheet metal and all that stuff, and so he thought it'd be cool if I made a key for his lock out of a random thing. So I made it out of an old steak knife, but it didn't work, and he doesn't really collect locks, so he actually gave it to me. So that's on my wall. It's really cool. I got this Mark's I think it's called Scorpion. But anyway, it's kind of cool. It's a SFIC with a sidebar. So that's kind of cool. It's like a cheapy version of like a Primus or something like that. But still cool. Got some Abises. Got I guess this is kind of cool. I'll show this because I've been talking to a lockpicking lawyer about it. I talked to him about it. This is an American lock with a master keyway that I took full advantage of the keyway and made a lion key work for it. Popped the core out and filed a lion key so it would work with it as a working key. So a completely brass lock from head to toe, and then except for the armor plate, and then I made it work with a master lock lion key. So I think it's quite stunning. Thank you. But anyway, I got some Sergeant Greenleafs. Herd, my cutaway. I actually want to show you, I had a lion key cut for it because all I got was some junky old aftermarket ones, so I cut a lion key for it. Works good. I know it's not a match to the date, but I think it's cool. It's the old master lock key is the match to it. So anyhow, last but not least, I want to show you I want to show Slim Pickens that I kept my word. I don't know if you saw my video where I opened Slim Pickens' first package that he sent me. I was like a kid on Christmas Day. All those awesome locks he sent me, and I said the stamp on it is so beautiful that it belongs in a museum, or I'm going to frame it and put it on my wall. And just to kind of commemorate that event, because it was pretty cool, I went ahead and framed it. I bought a frame at a garage sale for like a nickel. And then he sent me a Yorkie bar that is man fuel for man stuff, so that's cool. That gives me inspirations when I want to pick locks. But anyhow, it's got that really cool stamp with I believe that's the Queen of England. I don't know, maybe not. Please don't get offended if it's not. But anyway, it's a cool little setup I have, and that's hanging on my wall in my shop. So I've done a few other trades, or I've done a few other trades with him before, and I've done trades all over the United States, and I've had locks sent all over the world that I've made challenge locks out of, and I think that's really cool. And I just want to show you guys around for Locktober, and if you have any questions about any of the other locks, hit me up in the comments, and or whatever, send me an email if you got my email address. And thank you so much for watching. My wife made me that Giants coaster, so I put it up here, and I'm a huge Giants fan, so that's good. But anyway, like I said, let me know if you have any questions, and hope you enjoyed this video. And I love shop videos, so anyone who hasn't done one or wants to do an update, please do. I will watch it intently. I love shop videos and collection videos, so almost more than picking, but picking's still pretty cool. But anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks to all my subscribers, and thank you much.